hi, welcome to my balcony. Let me show you around some of the plants that I planted on my balcony, and while I'm at it, I will share some of the thoughts, the design processes behind creating this balcony with you. But yeah, let's get started and I will show you some of the beautiful plants. Let's start in this section. So, first of all, you have these beautiful dark purple clematis that are currently blooming. Oh, really nice. And I'm trying to train these clematis along these metal bars because I think one of the things that you will notice on my balcony is that I don't have a lot of height. I try to avoid window baskets, so this means that I have quite a lot of open space all over here, and I need some plants to fill this. And I think the best thing for me is to actually have these climbers like clematis. And here you have this Ukraela lime marmalade, and it has the name lime marmalade because it has it's like green, yellow green colored on top, and then you have these rhubarb colored bottom leaves. So quite an interesting Ukraela, and then they're starting to bloom as well. So quite excited about this. And then I paired this Ukraela lime marmalade with a Felicia, and they're also blooming. Look at these stunning blooms, quite petite, quite simple, but I really enjoy the blue of the Felicia and the yellow center. And then here we have a pairing of Eucharas and a Ukraela. So this is a Ukraela melting fire, and this is a Ukraela golden zebra. And I think this is something that I have on my balcony quite a lot. So I have this pairing of yellow and purple, which I really enjoy this season. And yeah, they go quite well together. And another design element that you will notice on my balcony is that I have the same plant throughout the balcony, kind of like dotted here and there. And I think the idea behind it is to ensure some cohesion. So for example, I have Eucharas here, over there, over there. So it kind of ties everything much better together. I have Osteospermums scattered all over the balcony. And then also like my clematis, I have them in this corner, in the center, and then finally in the back. So I try to ensure cohesion on my balcony through like similar plants, but also I have a color scheme. So I have a lot of purple, red tones with some yellow accents here and there. The first thing you notice on the biggest pot on my balcony are these striking yellow dahlias. I really enjoy dahlias because they're so architectural, symmetric, and I mean, I also just love this yellow. Then in the center, this is kind of supposed to be the centerpiece. This is a Euchaela melting fire, but compared to the other Euchaelas on my balcony, it's struggling a little bit more. Next to the Euchaela, you have this Osteospermum, which has like a whiter center and then turns a little bit darker. Beautiful purple color. And I'm kind of hoping that the Osteospermum will grow this way over the pot, not into the center, but let's see if I can train it that way. Then behind the Osteospermum you have this tomato plant. I haven't seen any tomatoes yet, but hopefully the bumblebees will make sure that I will have some tomatoes in the summer. And then here, doesn't look very nice at the moment. This is a Panacetum alopaguroides, and this is going to be quite tall, like I think this height probably. But somehow the Panacetum here doesn't like the spot as much as my other Panacetums on this balcony. So we'll have to see how it's going to do. Then finally, the final section of this, the final plant in this area is this stunning lupine. I love lupines for their foliage alone. I really enjoy the foliage. But then, of course, this beautiful purple color, these blooms, and the bumblebees are sitting on it. Oh, no, I destroyed it. It's so beautiful. In this area of the balcony we have another heuchera. This is a heuchera caramel, and yeah, looking at this color you can see why it's called caramel. But it turns, like in autumn it turns actually more green, so I feel like this is quite an autumn color, but yeah, the autumn color for this one is green. Then I have a light purple clematis that is not blooming at the moment, but it already bloomed and probably will again in the next 2 months. And probably the saddest part on this balcony is this olive tree. I adopted it from my friend because she thought it was dead and I wanted to give it a try. But I fertilized it, I watered it. So far I can't see any progress, so I will still give it 1 or 2 months and then we'll see if I have to toss it away or not. And on the ground we have an arrangement of sempervivums. So we have like 3 different kinds of sempervivums and some sedums to trail over the pot. And here we have another lupine. It's not as far advanced as its sister plant, and this is not purple but red, but you can see the color of the blooms. Quite beautiful again. And the bumblebees love them, so that's a good reason to have lupines. Then here, this is just a Levisia Cotyledon cutting. Let's see if there are any roots yet. No, I will give it more time then. And then here we have a pairing again of Osteospermum. And I paired it with this Pennisetum alloperguroides. And you can see this Pennisetum is doing much better than the Pennisetum in the first pot. Probably the most stunning plant on my balcony at the moment is my Clematis, the President, and it's hidden a little bit. Maybe it doesn't do it justice, but let's take this chair away and ooh, look at these blooms. Yeah, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blooms at the moment, and I just love the color and the size. I mean, they're the size of my hand. Yeah, really happy about these clematis, and you can see they're kind of climbing along here, and hopefully this will give the whole entire balcony a little bit more height and a little bit more vertical interest as well. And then I just have like 2 simple sempervivum arrangements here. And then I have a sempervivum glass bowl. Like previously they grew too large, my sempervivums, so I put like 4 new babies into the glass bowl, and I think they should do quite well. And then probably my favorite section of the balcony at the moment, just like in terms of the plant arrangement overall, is this section. So here you have this pink dahlia, again very architectural, very beautiful, and so many blooms. Very stunning. Then you have these interlacing heucheras. On the one hand you have the heuchera, the yellow green heuchera marmalade lime, And here, this is a Ukraela Forever Purple. And I just really love this combination and how they're interlacing. And the Ukraela Forever Purple is also blooming. It's quite petite, quite simple blooms, but I enjoy this purple stem and the white flowers. Then again, one of my accent plants is this yellow Osteospermum. It looks a little bit different, so it has these traditional yellow petals, like on every Osteospermum, but the center is different. It kind of looks like a double bloom, or not even a double bloom, but like as if there are several blooms within the center. Then here we have a collection of Levisia Cotyledons, which are among my favorite plants. And yeah, so this is the dark purple Levisia. Then I have slightly lighter pink blooms. And then finally these striped Levisia blooms. The final pot is again a Pennisetum combined with a Dusty Miller to give a little bit of different foliage interest. And then we have these darker red, darker pink Dahlias. And yeah, this is a Salvia Mystic. The bumblebees also love Salvia Mystic, and also gives this whole arrangement a little bit of height, which I enjoy. And the final part of my balcony, maybe not the most beautiful, but probably still quite interesting to look at, are not my seed trays, but my seed pots. So those are Snapdragons. And I think in a little while I will be able to pinch the top. But yeah, you can see some of the, I planted them, like the seeds were too close together. It was a little bit difficult to control them. But yeah, all these pots are Snapdragons. Some did obviously considerably better than others. And then I have 4 pots with tomato plants, and they are starting to show up. Like this, for example, is an emerging tomato plant, and then these 2 are as well. So quite excited about this. Again, tomato plants will not only produce a lot of delicious fruit, but also a little bit height on my balcony. That's it for my small balcony tour. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, let me know, and see you soon. Bye bye.